Sebastian, I think, exudes raw talent. And every time I, have encountered him, he seems like he's just like deep in thought all the time. Like, at any minute he'll just break out into song, or he is just always, like creating, like his wheels are always turning. I definitely admire him because he has shown, people, especially someone from Alabama, that they can do anything, that they put their minds to. And it's okay to be different, and it's okay to want what you want, but it takes a lot of sacrifice to get there. And not only sacrifice, it takes confidence. And he's one that, I think walks with the promise in knowing that putting in that work is going to pay off. And yeah, he's super, obviously he's super talented as a songwriter. He can sing his face off, but he has realized a dream, and he's realized that he can do what he, has spent his life doing, and it's a real thing. So he's someone to definitely keep on your radar. Yep. DJ Chocolate, and by now you guys should know this man pretty well. If you don't, let me introduce you to him, Mr. Sebastian Kole, Birmingham native, superstar.
No, I don't know about that, but I'm a Birmingham native. I am from here.
Briefly, in the last year, let's go with the last year, who all have you written for?
Oh my God. In the last year, I've had the pleasure and the honor of writing for Demi Lovato, Usher, Rowland, Alessia Cara, Sigma. I've done some work with Quavo from Migos. I've done some work with a bunch of new artists, Sam Henshaw, Georgia Cool, myself. I've had songs on lots of TV shows. This year's been a real blessing. Yeah. Fifth Harmony. Oh my God, Fifth Harmony. Cara Mani, an artist out of the UK. Man, it's just been a blessing.
So I'm hearing that you write all the time. How are you even here tonight since you've written for all of those artists? Like, when do you find the time to just like?
If you can hear my voice, you hear I'm very hoarse.
I hear.
I really do work a lot. I work a long time. And I just took the last part of the year off.
Yeah.
For personal reasons, I just needed some rest.
Yeah. Are you getting it?
I'm trying my best. I mean, Birmingham is such a fun city. I'm so glad to be home. That I've been running around a lot just to see all my people. But I am enjoying being here and just rest a little bit.
All right. Now, talking about, you mentioned Grey's Anatomy. Like, that's really my favorite show on TV. I don't watch any other show, or have to, quote unquote, watch any other show but Grey's Anatomy. And I remember you, posting about it on social media, that you had a record that was going to be debuting. Was it on the season premiere?
I did 5 songs on last season.
Okay.
Which I'm very grateful for each of them. I have 2 songs on this season of Star on Fox. Television has been very good to me. Yeah. Which I appreciate the Fox Network and the ABC Network for giving me a chance to write for those amazing TV shows. Yeah, television is very good.
So how long have you been doing this music business thing? How long have you been doing
music business? I've been in for 5 years.
Okay.
I've been writing songs since I was 5.
Okay.
But the music business, 5 years professionally.
5 years.
Yeah.
All right. Let's talk a little bit about life and success. Okay. Now, I know you said that you're still trying to work on that superstar status, but as far as being successful, do you think, what is your definition of success so far?
This is going to sound weird, but success is when you don't have to think about the people who don't like you.
Okay. I can dig it.
Once you can stop worrying about their opinions, you're successful. And at this point in my life, your opinion doesn't matter. I mean, I know your opinion matters, but you know, when people's opinions stop mattering, you're successful. And I'm glad to have made it to a point where there are very few opinions that matter to me. That's a blessing, and I mean that. Like, I would go deep into that, but just know that success is when people's opinions stop mattering.
Okay, so we'll tackle that on another interview. When you have more time, you've had some rest. But let's talk a little bit about the breakout of I'm Here, that single I'm Here. Can we do that?
Yeah, sure.
All right, so let's talk about the whole project. I've heard a little bit about it because I've heard you talk about it before, and you know, just being in the studio with Alessia and hearing her and how did that come about? How did the whole thing come about?
Well, she came to a show of mine in New York, and I heard her sing after the show. My CEO's daughter brought her there, and I thought she had a really interesting voice, and I wanted to just know what her story was. And so we built a rapport. Every day she would technically write me like a diary entry, you know, 3 or 4 sentences about her day.
Okay.
And I would take those 3 or 4 sentences about her day and turn them into songs. That was my goal. I wanted it to be the most honest snapshot of that person, because I feel like when people are honest, millions of people relate. Everybody knows something that everybody knows. Sometimes we're just afraid to say what everybody thinks.
Right.
So I just tried to take little snapshots of what everybody knew and turn them into records. And Here worked out because it was a party that we've all been to, that we hated, that we had to be at.
Right.
So I'm really, really happy about that record. All of my records have done really well. So, but that one in particular was a breakout record. Nobody knew who she was, but everybody knew her because everyone had been in that situation.
Right. And that song was so honest.
Yeah.
Now, you're a part of the Motown family.
I am.
And of course, I've seen pictures with you and the legend, Mr. Gordy.
Yeah.
But how is that, Sebastian? Like, how is it being a part of like the definition of soul music and you know what I'm saying? How is that?
Let me say it this way. To anybody who's trying to get into the music industry, being signed to a label is your first step, not your last. Historically speaking, though, it is an honor, a privilege, a blessing, and a weight to carry the names of Stevie Wonder, man, you name them, the Jackson 5 and, you know, Marvin Gaye, and I could go on and on and on. It puts a certain weight on me to know that I'm carrying their legacy, Berry Gordy, to know that I'm carrying their legacy into a new generation as music begins to change and become this really expressive thing. I'm glad they chose me to represent that brand. Yeah.
So when you first met him, what did he say to you? Do you remember?
Actually, I was. He told me my jeans were too big. Very first thing out of his mouth is,
okay,
son, your jeans big. So I got smaller jeans.
Okay. So when you see him now, what does he say?
Man, honestly, Berry Gordy is probably one of the most amazing human beings I've ever met in my life.
Okay.
You've never heard a storyteller quite like Berry Gordy.
Okay.
He's a Sagittarius. His birthday was just the other day. And Sagittarius is the great storytellers anyway. But he's like one of the best storytellers you ever heard in your life because all his stories involve legends. So like when he tells you a story about going to the grocery store, it was him and Michael Jackson. You know, it's like, oh shit, okay, it's him and Michael Jackson. So great storyteller, a great guy. And I appreciate Berry so much. And he's not, you know, you would think, okay, that's Motown, that's Berry Gordy's label. But you know, of course, he's like 85, you know?
Right.
So he's not as involved. I was honored that he even took the time to come talk to me. He flew me out to London for the Motown musical, which will be here soon, if it hasn't already come. It'll be here soon, the Motown musical, which is amazing. Flew me out to London while they were still rehearsing. It wasn't even a show yet. And I got a chance to sit with him and watch the play, and he kind of told me the story as I was watching. I couldn't have been more honored. It was a real honor and blessing.
Now, are people wanting to work with you or calling you now versus you know, you having to get out there to try to work with people, or people coming
it's a different thing now. I sold my first song ever in life to my cousin named Eric Matthews. And, that's my cousin. And I sold him that song for $150. Today I just sold 6 songs for 15 grand a piece. That's different. I made $75,000 before I came down here, which is different. And that's not. And I'm not bragging on money. I'm just saying it's completely different. You know, being a songwriter is an amazing job. You have to sing a lot, but it's an amazing job because you get to really get to know people. I've been blessed to meet some of my idols and work with them and get to know them as people. Lettuce is a good friend of mine. Alicia Keys is a good friend of mine. Brandy is a good friend of mine. Usher is my friend. Ruben Studdard is my friend. Like, these are like actual people I could call now and say, yo, I'm doing an interview about you right now. They'll be like, oh, let me tell you, hey. So they're like good friends. So to meet them and them trust me with their most personal whatever. Right. I can't even describe it. It's a blessing. Right.
Yeah. How have you stayed faithful to the journey?
Faithful to music?
To music and to the journey.
Music is the best, worst girlfriend to ever have. She's really pretty. She just don't know how to act. Right. Right. But you stay faithful because you love her. And music has been faithful to me. You know, in my worst times when I had nothing else but music, she was there for me. So I appreciate that. And then, you know, having a great family who would support me and say, I know it looks bad right now, but I believe you can do that. You know, and you know, just that, like, things like that. And having a great city. I'm gonna say this, y'all take this however you will, but Birmingham has been so good to me. I could cry, man. Birmingham has been so good to me, so supportive of me, always pat me on my back. Like I come home now and everybody says, I'm proud of you. But those are the same people who told me you can do it. Right. It's not like I'm meeting a bunch of new people saying, I'm proud of you right now. The same people who telling me they're proud of me are the exact same people when I didn't have a dime to my name who told me, yo, you gonna make it. I am unbelievably appreciative for that. Like I can't even put that into words. You meet a lot of new people who now they so proud of you, now they want to be your friends. You know, Birmingham has been proud of me, supporting me, buying my CDs. I did my very first album release party right here, and Birmingham showed out for me. I sold this place out. They showed it. So I'm very thankful to my city and to my family.
So who do you want to? Well, let me rephrase that. Now I know you're busy. You're working with you know, some major artists that everybody, of course, wants to work with. And you get a chance to do this on a daily basis. Yeah. So you know you can run the gamut of people that I know in that aspect that you want to work with. But from a local standpoint, from an unknown artist standpoint, who would you like to work with?
Well, I got 2 people I definitely want to work with. I mean, there's so many people here. I mean, there's Young Vocals. I love Sherry. It's so many people I love. Nadia, Joelle. I mean, I love all of our music scene here. Right. But if I could just pick 2 people that I really just want to, like, yo, that's a thing, and I really want to work on it. G-Child.
Okay.
Well, that's a talented fella. That's a really, really talented man. And pause on that. I don't want y'all to take that the wrong way, but he really is talented. Okay. And Schoolie Escobar. Okay. Club. I mean, it's so many. I was here for that.
You can't count Schoolie because Schoolie's already signed. Let's pick somebody that's not.
All right. Well, if I had to pick somebody outside, man, there's so many people. Club Monster. I love what they do. Yeah. I love what they do, man. Like
different sound.
Different sound.
Conscious, but with the twist.
I rock with them a long way, man. And then, I mean, many others don't. I've been drinking, so if I did not say your name, that does not mean we don't rock. Trans Lee is from Alabama. I don't want to get all that. Shout out to Trans, man. Shout out to DJ. So many people. I want to work with everybody. Let me say it that way.
So is that the plan?
Yes.
To come back to Birmingham
yes. And I'm actually working on a nonprofit right now. Where I want to do a nonprofit to help younger kids in like a boot camp kind of way to teach them the small things I didn't learn, you know, just as a musician. I didn't know I needed to not be fat. I'm telling you the truth, right? I got out to LA, and I mean, I'm still a big boy, but I'm trying to slim down now. You know, I got out to LA, I was 270 pounds. Talented. It's very difficult to sell a 270-pound man, right? And really I want to teach health, wellness, media training, songwriting, you know, the things that make an artist exceptional, right? And I want to do that for kids and adults, but I want the non-profit portion to be for kids. Yeah.
Okay. Now, when do you suspect that will
I'm trying to get that done by the end of the summer. Next summer, I'm trying to get that, you know, up and running.
All right. So what's next for Sebastian Kole?
Right now, you can go on Spotify. Anywhere you find music, you can find a single with me and Quavo for the Migos. It's called Forever. If you haven't heard it, I'm featured.
You're featured.
It's me and Quavo.
So you sang it.
It says Quavo and Sebastian Kole.
That's what's up.
Singing.
Okay. No, you sang it.
I am singing. Me and Quavo, right?
Okay.
I got a new project I'm getting ready to drop in hopefully January, February called Blunt. Okay. It is like if Ed Sheeran were not from Birmingham, England, but Birmingham, Alabama. It's very poetic, but it's real, like just real life talk. I've been working on lots of people's albums. I can't tell you who's coming out. I would if I could, but I can't. You know, the record labels would get angry with me.
Okay, we're gonna do that.
But you'll see. I got a lot of work coming out this year. I got at least 2 full albums I wrote this year that I get to executive produce. And again, I am blessed beyond what I can describe to be able to do the bulk of these people's albums. Like when you see who they are, you're gonna be like, you did what?
Wow.
Yes, I wrote all of that. They trusted me with their whole story.
Wow.
And I am thankful to God, man.
I can dig it, brother.
I am thankful.
Sebastian Kole.
Thank you guys, man. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.